Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? All right. So I am home from vacation and I'm back and slowly getting into the groove again. So my name is Judy Menlove and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So if you're watching, please say hello. If you're watching the replay, also please say hi and let me know where you're from. Okay, I'm just gonna see if anybody, wait a minute, see if anybody pops on and see if I can get this to show up on my iPad in case there are any comments. So just bear with me 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. I'm ready. All right, so I just have a couple of announcements, I guess you could say. So just a reminder that if during the past month you received any bonus day coupons, that you must redeem them by February 28th. So basically it's redeem them or lose them. So if you purchased anything and for every $60 you got a $6 bonus coupon, hopefully you saved them somewhere safe and you can now redeem them. Okay, so again, they have to be redeemed by February 28th. Okay. Also, we have a new joining offer. So for $135, you will receive $165 worth of product of your choice. Plus, you will receive a Stampin' Positioner. So I'm going to turn the camera down and show that to you so you'll know what I'm talking about. The Stampin' Positioner is currently only available to people who join Stampin' Up! And that offer is good until March 2nd. So from now until March 2nd. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera down and show you. That's the only announcements I can find. So I'm going to turn the camera down and show you that. So just bear with me a second here. Got stuff everywhere. All right. Okay, let me turn the camera down. See, that's my messy desk. Messy. All right. So let me see if this light will work any better. All right. So this is the new Stampin' Positioner. And like I said, it's currently only available to new people who are joining Stampin' Up! I believe down the road it will be available to everyone, but currently only available to new team members. So if you'd like to receive this, join my team. And if you have any questions about joining, again, it's $135 for $165 worth of product, plus this great Stampin' Positioner. And there's no tax, no shipping. So if you want to talk about it further, let me know. Okay. So I just got this last night. And to be honest with you, I haven't had time to I haven't played with it. I've put it together, which wasn't much. You just take this and put it there like that. It's together. So these are the little magnets that come with. I've just put a piece of paper on here. So these are the magnets that come with it. So you put them on that way, and then they have these little tabs. I'll show it up a little closer, that are kind of raised so they're easy to pick up. If you put them the other way, then they're not easy to pick up. Okay. And the bottom is nice. It's got like a felt, not felt. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, it won't slide. So let me see. No, it will slide a little bit. Anyways, it's cushioned. That's what I'm trying to say. It's cushioned. Okay. So what you would do is put your stamp here. Let me see. Okay. Let me just try this one here. So let's just say I want to put it right there. Okay. Then you would just put this on here. And you want to put your magnets as close to your stamp as possible. All right. And you just lightly press down and it comes up. Then you would ink it up, which I'm not doing, but you would ink it up. And then put it back and just press down. See how easy it goes down? And then if it doesn't give you a dark enough image, then you would just ink it up again, put it back, and press down again. Okay. And also you get this little contraption, which is the same thing, only it's a smaller one. So actually, if you just wanted to pull this one off, if you just wanted to do a little thing like this, You could actually even just use that, and it will go on. Let me see, just, well, these little things will fit there. So let me just move this a little bit here then. Move the magnets a little bit. So then you would just press that down like that and take that off, ink it up, and push down again. Okay. So this one would also be great if you wanted to do something going down, like say happy birthday. You wanted to have a whole bunch of happy birthdays, put it there, press down, ink it up again, move it down one, and ink it up again, move it down one again, and so on and so forth. So this will help for multiple cards that are the same, especially like at Christmas time, where you want to do the same card. Anyways, that is all I can tell you about that, because like I said, I haven't even played with it yet. So, but anyways, this is only for new people who join Stampin' Up. So, if you're interested, let me know. All right, so what do I have for you today? Oh, I did want to show you my new coaster that I bought at my favorite port, Turks and Caicos. All right, isn't that cute? Makes me so happy just to look at those little flamingos and the bright colors. Anyway, that's my new coaster. That was all I bought. 2 weeks on a cruise, that was all I bought. Hey, Jean, how are you? Thanks for joining me today. All right, so today I am going to be showcasing the product of the month. So I don't have the new one yet for February. I have it on order, so hopefully next week, I think I've ordered it. So I'm hoping next week it will be here and I can show you. It is Designer Series paper, and there are 12 sheets, and you get 3 each of 4 different sheets. So anyways, when I get that next week, I'll show it to you. So this is December's product of the month. So if you're not familiar with product of the month, place an order for $100, excluding taxes and shipping, and you can get the product of the month for $5. Okay. So this is December's. It is still available. As of about 20 minutes ago, I checked, and it's still available. So this paper is just Balmy Blue and Navies. Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. Okay. So you get this one, and that's on that side. This one I like. Well, actually, I like them all. And that's on the other side. Balmy Blue and white. And these cute little flowers. A little bit of Balmy Blue flowers with the Night of Navy. And that's on the other side. This one's all Night of Navy. With a little, well, actually, I guess the leaves and stuff are Balmy Blue. And then we have that side. And these Balmy Blue, white flowers on Balmy Blue. And that one. All right, so again, $100 order, and you can get these for $5. And then that was December. January's is a stamp set, Fabulous Sayings. So you get happy birthday, you're on my mind, thank you, sending love, hello. You can do anything. I like the difference in the font. So like it's almost like a scribbled font. And then this one has both, like just a plain and then kind of like a fancy scribble to me. And then you've got so much, hooray to a fabulous friend, just because, and there are simply no words for this. So quite a bit for $5 with a $100 order. So anyways, I was kind of pressed for time. So I went to my standard card. Sometimes when I'm pressed for time, I go back to my old standard card, which is pretty simple. So I've got a quick and simple card for you today. So I'm starting with something just fell. I don't know what it was. This is a Night of Navy. Now this is not actually 8.5. This is 7.5. Although I did make it 8.5 by 5.5, scored it a 4 1/4, and then I cut 1 inch off of one side. Okay, so basically it's 7.5. But I found to me, it works easier for me if I do 8.5 and then cut an inch off. All right. And then we're going to start with, I have a piece of white, and this measures 3 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we just have a little bit of a border there. I'll put that right there. And then I'm using the Designer Series paper, this piece, and it is 3 by 5 1/4. So let's start by gluing that together. Let's put that out of the way for a minute. We'll glue this on here. So anyway, my cruise was very nice. When we sailed out of Port Canaveral, so we flew into Orlando and went from there. And Orlando, when we landed, was 3 degrees Celsius. So I wasn't impressed. Anyways, our first stop was in the Bahamas, and it was still cool. I don't know, like maybe 55 or 60. Not when you're hoping for like 80, but anyway, so that was nice. Once we got out of there, the weather was in the high 70s every day. No rain. It was beautiful, except for our last day was at sea, and the temperature dropped. I don't know. It started around 63 degrees and continued to drop as we made our way back to Port Canaveral or to Orlando. And, yeah, and the seas, the waves were really high, really high. It was really quite a wild ride back. Yeah, and it was super windy. So we went up on the pool deck, and there was absolutely no one. There's a couple of bars on the pool deck, and I felt sorry for the bartenders because they weren't serving anyone, and they were frozen. It was just like the wind was just howling. It was a wild ride. Anyways, but we made it safe and sound, and we're home, and came back to all the snow and the cold, and anyways, it is what it is, right? All right, and then we're going to put a little piece here. So I have a white strip here that measures 1 1/4 by 5 3/8, and I've taken this piece of the DSP, that same December special, and I cut that to 1 1/8 by 5 1/4. So again, it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller all around. So we'll glue this on. And for anybody that watches me on a regular basis knows that sometimes if I'm pressed for time, I will just take some different DSP and make the same card with the 1 inch cut off. I don't know, for some reason I just really like it, and it's easy. So if you want a simple card, this is pretty simple. And then we're just going to glue this piece on. So I hope you guys are all managed to stay warm. The good thing was we missed that great big snowstorm that we got. So that was good. So I'm just making sure that this lines up. Okay, so the white lines up. So it's pretty even. Yeah, so we missed a snowstorm. If we had to come home at the end of the first week, we probably wouldn't have been able to fly out because everything was canceled due to the weather. So it was a good thing we stayed for the extra week. All right, and then I've got an inside piece here. That's 2 3/4 by 5 3/8, and it's just going to go there. But I'm not ready to do that yet, so we'll just put that to one side. And then I've got a couple of pieces here. I've cut a Night of Navy square using the Stylish Shapes. I've used the second and third largest one, okay? And then I cut a piece in white. All right, so it will look like that. All right, so I also I'm using this Nature's Symphony. This is also a nice stamp set. I like you lots. To great guy. You make me smile. Thank you. And then it's got a big leaf, little leaf, and a decorative stamp. So I'm taking this one here, and I need something to stamp off here. I think I'll just use the scrap thing here. All right, so I'm going to ink this up in Balmy Blue. And I just want the top part, because I'm just going to stamp it lightly on that. So I'm just going to ink this up here. And then I want to stamp off. So I'm just going to stamp off on this Post-it note. That doesn't really matter what I stamp off on. And then we're just going to put it on there like that. There we go. Oh, clunk, clunk, clunk. And then close this up. And I'm also using, oh, not for a minute. I'm going to use the thank you from the Fabulous Sanes. Okay. Again, $5 with a $100 order. All right, and we're going to ink that up in the Night of Navy. So ink that up. So I want to make sure this is going to be nice and dark. Yep. And we're just going to position that right in the middle here. Press down and back, and there we go. All right. And then I said I was going to put this on the inside, but I thought I would take this little guy here, and I'll just stamp him on the inside in the Night of Navy, just to give it a little bit of interest there. Like that. And then we can put it all together. All right, so I'm just going to glue this on the inside now, so that will be done. And you don't have to use glue. You can use whatever your favorite adhesive is. And I'm just leaving a little bit of room between there and the edge. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to glue this piece to here. We will do that. I don't know, I think that's pretty straight. Looks straight, but I don't know if it is or not, but no one will know. And it's handmade, so you can't expect perfection, right? And then I'm just going to pop this up and just kind of hang it over a little bit. So I need my dimensionals, which are here. So I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on this side. What happened to the other one? Ah, there we go. And I'm going to put 1 in the middle here. And then I'm going to actually I just kind of want I think I want it about there. I'm going to take a couple more dimensionals, and I'm actually just going to put them here. And then I don't have to worry about putting it on this side too far over. Because if I put it too far over, it may not open. So like if I put it there, put them over there, then it would be glued shut. So this way I know it's not going to be too far over. I don't know, put it about there. You can put it wherever you want. There we go, see? All right, I'm going to take some Moody Palette Glossy Dots. I'm going to take some white. And let's see what we got here. Oh, I'll just put 1 up, no, I don't know, 1 here. And put 1 over here. You can put them wherever you want, right? And I'll put one down here. And then I'm just going to take a couple of small ones because they come in 2 sizes. And I'm just going to put a couple up here. Like that. And there we go. That's your card for today. Easy peasy. It doesn't get any easier than this, right? And it's a nice card. Looks very nice. And easy peasy. Okay, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. And I guess I will see you next week right here. Judy's Paper Crafts at 10:30 on Thursday morning. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.